Welcome back to another edition of Health Hack. I am Melissa Deely, and today I want to share with you some facts about sleep because sometimes we don't realize just how important sleep is to our health. So, you probably know that all humans need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night to function at our best, and that what you may not know is that every waking moment we are undergoing very mild brain damage, and then the brain repairs itself while we sleep. So we need to sleep long enough for our brain to properly repair itself. The brain and body also detox while we sleep. So again, we need to have enough hours of sleep for the body and the brain to be able to do that. Now, adults 45 and older who sleep less than 6 hours per night, and I know there's many people that do that, and there's also many people who say that they don't need that much sleep and they do fine on less than 6 hours of sleep a night. But the reality is that the percentage of the population that actually truly can get away with less than 6 hours of sleep a night is based on having a specific gene that allows that for them. The percentage of the population that can do that or that has that gene when rounded per standard rounding rules still comes to 0%. So it's a very, very small amount of the population. So ideally, as I said, we want 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. If you're feeling well and energetic, 7 hours is great. If you feel like you're getting sick coming down with something, then you want to be more around the 9 hour level. But for adults 45 and older who sleep less than 6 hours per night, they are actually increasing their chance of a heart attack or stroke in their lifetime by 200% compared to those who actually average 8 hours of sleep per night. And you might think, what? No way. And here's something really fascinating is that we see this every year in that daylight savings in spring, when we go on daylight savings, we lose just 1 hour of sleep per night. So that can drop us from, getting 7.5 hours to maybe 6.5 hours, or 7 hours down to 6 hours or less on that one night. And hospitals report an increase in heart attacks of 24% the next day. And in the fall, when we go off daylight savings and we get an extra hour of sleep, so now we're maybe going from 6 to 7 hours of sleep per night, 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Hospitals report a drop in the number of heart attacks the next day by 21%. So right there you have it. There is a link between the number of hours of sleep you get and your risk of heart disease. There's also a connection between the amount of sleep you get and the number of calories you take in the following day. So if you're only sleeping 5 to 6 hours of sleep per night, that is actually going to cause you to consume 200 more calories per day because your body gets energy through sleep or food. So if you didn't get enough sleep, your brain's going to be asking for energy. What are you going to do? You're going to reach for food and put food in your mouth. And that's averaging 200 more calories per day. And if you do that day in and day out, that's 73,000 calories per year, which equates to about 15 to 20 pounds in body weight gain, simply because you're not getting enough sleep to give your body and brain the energy they need. And you're making up for that with food and very often quick energy fixes like sugar and coffee. So I am running a workshop September 29th from 3:30 Pacific or 6:30 Eastern. And during that workshop, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 habits that you have that are negatively impacting your sleep. Our modern life has just caused us to develop these habits, and you may not even know that they correlate to how you sleep. You may have all 5 of them, you may have just one of them. Come to the workshop, it's completely free. You can sign up at the link below, and you can learn the habits that you have so that you are then in that power position of being able to choose to change those habits and improve your sleep. Sleep well.